Hi, it's Bernie again. So as you can see behind us, we picked up this Wildcat Trail 700, and it's a great machine. But anyway, it's not too much protection here in the front for the headlights, and then this plastic grill has metal on it. But what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can make a bumper come out here, go up, and anyway, fasten it to the front of the vehicle, give some light protection and some stuff. So anyway, what we picked up was, if you remember back to one of the other videos, we used a lot of them weld elbows, and we use a pipe. So anyway, we got the same thing. Originally we tried to bend schedule 40 1-inch pipe. We didn't have too much luck with that. So what we done, we picked up these things again. So it's some 45s and some 90s, and they're 1.25 inches. And we picked up at plumbing stores. It's a tapered weld on. I guess there's a manual will bend to it at a certain point. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to come down here and see if we can find a spot to pick it up. I think around here it's plastic there, but it's metal under here, obviously, because this tie down hook is right here. So we're going to see if we can start adding an attachment point under here. So we come back here to our super messy bench. We're going to make up some of these. So out of this is it's a 3/8 hole, and it's a piece of this just cut on diagonal. So we already punched a hole through. So what I'll end up doing now, we'll end up slicing the back here, slicing off here, and anyway, we'll end up with that one there again. So this will be the anchor point for the bottom of the bumper, so to speak. So we'll cut this out, and we'll drill some holes up through the skid plate and just get these attached for to get some measurements. Okay, so if you have a look, as you can see, we have these pieces made up. Finger tight there for now. And a hole in through it, down through there, and so this here will give us a good pickup point to put some of this pipe into it, and we'll come out here and put a bend into it. So right now we're only fitting stuff up, so we'll make everything from here. So right now we gotta take a measurement, cut this piece of pipe, and see how far we gotta go out to bring the piece here. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get a Sharpie, get this piece just tacked on. So right now, just get it roughly, just going to, we got a bit of room here, and we're just going to put a mark on it right here. Now of course we'll have to fit that better than that, and you know, we may have to angle it a bit here, so I'm trying to keep it pretty tight coming up here. So we'll cut this piece off. Come up in this area and try to make something over here, whatever we're going to do. But that's all. So far we got two pieces of 1.25 inch pipe that is actually 3.5 inches long, and two pieces that is 14 inches long, 14.5 inches long, sorry. And anyway, put the pieces on the ends. Now what we got to do now is tack some more stuff on, and just get the pieces up here, and I guess we're going to put a crossbar in here, and hopefully up around here, and something back for the lights and lights over it. I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but it's the only interesting part about it. We got a good spot to fasten it down here, under here, obviously. Right here, underneath all this, this is actually the pipe for the front end anyway. So there is some pipe back here, but what we're planning on doing is trying to attach some way. We'll have to take this off and look at it, attach some way to get a piece coming out through here, and it'll catch the piece coming across here too, right? So if you look at what we got down here, over here a little bit better, what we done was we made the bracket here, cut two 3.5 inch pieces of pipe, and we welded on the weld elbow. So we got that done to both sides. So I did the picture of it. We took this other piece and we welded on 45, and let me get the picture of it or not, but it'll go on there, sort of follow up the frame. You can see there the 45 is top of there. Okay, so it's the next day. As you can see, we got the uprights tacked on right here, cutting this area, one on each side. And what we're going to do now, we just took another piece. Right now I got this piece cut 9 inches and put a 90 on the end of it. And what we're going to do, you're going to lay that there on that. So as you can see, hold up here a little ways. It comes up here, but it also it swings out. As you can see, if you look at the front of the bike, it kind of goes this way and then it goes over that way. So if we put it around straight, it'll be up there, but I'm trying to get to follow the headlights. So we put that one on there. I ain't gonna say. And the other one will go on here like so. So it'll get follow the front a bit more. So we'll tack that on and we'll have another look at it then. So it's the next day and we're outside, and what we ended up doing, we took our pipe and we put a hole saw in the drill press, and we sawed through the pipe and got the fish mount spot, so to speak. And this is how far we got so far. So we caught it. I think these are 8 inches. Right now I think this one is 18 across here. So everything is just tacked together. I want to put another one across here. And then we're going to start working on pieces to go wrap around the headlights here. So that's as far as we got done right now. So we're going to see if we can get these pieces cut now and tacked in here. Okay, so we got this piece cut fresh off the drill press. So you got to clean up the jagged ends on it. So what's going to happen, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to pull it down here. We'll pull it in a little bit, but that'll fit right here. And take it out for a second. We're going to make a bracket that's going to go in here off this, and it's going to attach to the original piece going across, right? So that'll be it now. Probably put this in here, tack it in, and we'll check out, see how it looks then. Okay, so we're moving along at it, and cut some more pipe. We got most of this actually welded. This is still tacked. I wasn't happy with it, so I bring it down here closer to around the headlights. So we ended up doing, we took one of our 45-degree pieces and we cut it in half and made, half of 45. So we're going to now, we're going to take this and like this, like so, and we're going to put it back here like this. So it sort of follows the front of the shape of the bike, and if you look up to the top of here, it still follows the top of the headlight. So here's the next step, tack together. And if you look at it back this way, get down, it's looking pretty good. See, she follows the shape of the bike and the shape of the lights. And you come up here. So now the next question is are we going to do something up here, around here? Because I had a little bit of pipe there earlier, over there, and I got a bar cut that could actually go up this way, and that. Do something like that, or I haven't quite decided yet, but we'll take this and we'll probably weld the rest of it up so it doesn't come apart, because it's only tacked together right now, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the rest of it. Okay, so we got a little bit more work done with it, and we'll stand back with a little look at it. So we got the ones done around the headlights. As you can see, we just cut a bit out of the corner here and squat it together. I guess she's open a bit here, but we fill out it well, you won't know that one is done. And here, I'll do is fit it around the pipe. We still got some gaps to fill in. So the next part is to finish welding all this, all pieces around it, and then we got to make the piece up there going through this hole here and attach the front of it. As you can see right now, it's just laid on there. Right? So we're back at the saw side again. So when you last left off, we were finishing up all the welding on this, right? It's all welded in, it's all cleaned up, looks nice. So when we started at it, we knew we picked up the two bolts down here on the bottom of the machine. So anyway, that's fine for holding it up, but what we looked at after, in this area here, I'll take the plastic. I have the plastic on bolted already, so we'll just lift this out of the way. So in this area here would be a small opening in here. We're going to put a piece of metal going in there to attach it to the bumper, and it'll attach around here on the front bumper. So anyway, what we figured out what we're going to do is, if you look, this is a bit of 3/4 square bar or square stock, and we're going to put that behind here like so. As you can see, I've drilled a few holes into it here already, and we're going to attach that. I'll pick it up there. We're going to attach that with these. So if you get the picture, it'll go up there. These little clamps to wrap around the frame. Come back on. We'll tip it down with that, right? As you wrap around it, I'll bolt it down in a second to have a look, and we fasten this in place. And when we weld this onto the bumper, it'll come in and it should be able to attach itself around right here. Okay, I had to put the camera somewhere. So anyway, we put this bar in here. I'll just move it so you can see it. But put this bar in here. It's nothing special. U-bolt goes around the frame, both sides. And right now we got one on each side just to keep from falling down. We're tighten up the after, right? So anyway, when we put it in here, this spare, and we leave the front back on. Just lay the front back on so you can see. This doesn't seem to interfere with anything. Raise the front back on. The bar is just inside here. So we got it now. I know that's here. I'm going to tighten the bar a little bit more so it won't move. I'm going to bolt this piece on, back on, and get our bumper bolted on. I'm going to see how wide the piece needs to put in here, which I know already, but how much distance between the back of the bumper and this bar here. So I'll make another piece of steel, which you weld it onto the bumper, and you bolt it on in here. So we can still remove the bumper when we have to access something. Okay, so the front is back on the machine. So a piece of 3/4 square stock is in behind the grill. Grill is bolted in there and the bumper's on. So what we end up doing, we end up tracing a bit of cardboard or template, and it's going to fit in there. We'll weld it onto the bar, and maybe a nice spot to put a little light bar there, I guess. You need a small one there, and it'll go inside here, and we'll drill 2 holes down in there. So there's a template. So anyway, we trace down a little bit of metal, got the 2 holes into it. So that fits there just nice. And what we'll do now, we'll unbolt the plastic grill, and we'll mark the holes down through the other piece, tack it on here, remove it, and we'll weld this piece on, and then after we take it out, then it should just be prime it up and paint the bumper. Okay, so the front grille is off. And as you can see, this is the piece we just cut right here. So how we done with that was, if you come in here, just mark the holes here in this piece. So right there. So now we drill them out, and we'll drop a bolt down through it, and we'll tack it here, and then we'll take it off and we'll fully weld it. Well, there it is for now. Had the bolt laid down and through. Got a weld right across her, and that's pretty much it. So it's time to break it down and get some primer and paint on it. Well, that's the front bumper and primer. It doesn't look too bad. Now we'll give her a shell of black paint and we'll check it out then. And there we have it, black. So looks pretty good. I'll show you another picture right now shortly on the machine. Okay, back at the Wildcat 700. So the bumper is finished. It's bolted on, nice and sturdy. Probably an area here to put a LED light, and like I said again, I think it looks pretty good. So obviously the welded ends they're cheap and it makes work a lot easier. If you had mild steel that would bend nicer, it would make life a lot easier. But anyway, that's the front. So as you can see, we got lots of protection around the lights on it on both sides, and like I said, the bolt's on. Looks good. You know, I'll get some side angles. Follows the sides up, follows the lights in, and leave looking down over the front. So as he comes back and follows the contour of the hood. And anyway, that's how it's done. So it takes a little bit of time, but you can make one and it'll look just as good as that. I mean, the only we used was a bit of pipe, a few welded ends, and a welder, and a bit of primer and a bit of paint. So that's it for that one. The back, we haven't started any with the back yet, but as you can see, there's not much protection for anything around here in the back too. So at some point, we're going to end up making a back bumper as well. So until next time, this is Bernie, and we'll see you then.